Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 8 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter persons. And the lessons we're going to cover today are convert between percents, fractions, and decimals. Compare percents to fractions and decimals. Find what percent one number is of another and estimate percents of numbers. So let's just start with the first lesson, that is convert between percents, fractions, and decimals. Okay, here I'm on grade 8 math. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is convert between percents, fractions, and decimals. Okay, the first one is, how do you write 1 by 2 as a percentage? So 1 by 2 is a percent. You have to write the percentage as a, how do you write 1 by 2 as a percentage? You have to write the fraction as a percentage, right? So how do you write the fraction as a percentage? Whenever you are given a fraction, you have to convert it into percentage form. You have to make the denominator equal to 100, right? For example, here you are given 1 over 2, right? You need to make that 2 equals 100. So 2 times what number makes 100? 2 times 50 make 100. So multiply both numerator and denominator by 50, that is 50 over 100, right? That means 1 by 2 equals 50%, right? Let's just start with the test questions. How do you write 22 over 50 as a, given a fraction? You have to write that 22 over 50 into percentage form. How do you write? You need to make that denominator equal to 100, right? 50 times 2 is 100. Multiply both on numerator and denominator by 2. So 22 times 2 is 44 and 50 times 2 is 100. That means 44%. It is the correct option is 44%. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, how do you write 90% as a fraction in the simplest form? So now you have to convert from percentage to fraction. So how do you convert? You are given 90%. That means 90 out of 100, right? Divide them by the common number and write into, convert it into simplest form. You can divide them by 10. So 10 times 9 is 90 and 10 times 10 is 100. That is 9 over 10. Very good. The correct option is 9 over 10. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 9 over 10. Okay, the next one is, how do you write 0.5 as a percentage? So which is the correct option? You have to convert from decimal to percentage, right? So that is 0.5. You need to multiply it to the 100, right? When you multiply it 100, the correct option is 50%. The correct option is 50%. Option number, you simply have to multiply it by the 100, right? 0.5 times 100 equals 50%. The correct option is 50%. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write 45% at a decimal? So which is the correct option? How do you write 45% as decimal? The correct option is 45%. You simply have to divide 45 by 100, that is 0.45. The correct option is 0.45, right? Option 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is how do you write 82% as a decimal? So, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 0.82%, right? Option number 0.82, not percent. Option number 2 is the correct option. The next one is how do you write 0.89 as a percentage? So, which is the correct option? You have to multiply simply by 100. Whenever you have to convert from decimal to percentage, you simply have to multiply by 100. So 0.89 times 100 equals 89%. The correct option is option number 1. Got it? How do you write 1 by 2 as a percentage? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 50%. It is option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write 80% as a fraction in simplest form? So which is the correct option? The correct option is that is 80%, right? That means 80 over 100. Yes, and if you convert it into for simplest form, that would be 4 out of 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is compare percents to fractions and decimals. So let's just start with the lesson. Let's see how do we compare them. Okay, the first one is which sign makes the statement true, right? Whenever you are comparing two things, they must be in the same unit or same type. For example, the first one is percentage, the second one is fraction. You cannot compare fraction and you cannot convert fraction and percentage. So you need to convert both in the same. So you have to convert 1 by 2 to percentage, right? So you know that how do you convert 1 by 2 to percentage? You have to either multiply, you need to make their denominator equal to 100, right? Here you are given, but you simply divide and multiply by 100. The other way is 1 over 2. You have to make the denominator 100. So 50 times 2 is 100. So multiply and divide them by 50. That is 50 over 100. That means 50% it is. So 1 by 2 equals 50% and 50%. That means they both are exactly equal, right? Let's just start with the test question. How do you, which sign makes the statement true? 0.925 and 37%. So you cannot compare them, both are in the same form, right? So you need to convert 0.925 to percentage also, right? So how do you convert 0.925 into percentage form? Simply by multiplying it by the 100, right? So that would be 92.5. Then you have to compare 92.5 and 37%. So obviously 92.5% is greater than 37%. Very good. The correct option is greater. Greater it is. Which sign makes the statement true? 82% and 80%. You have to compare. So which is the correct option? Yes, they both are exactly equal. Sorry, 82% is greater than 80%, right? It's okay. Which sign makes the statement true? You have to convert that 3 by 5 equal to into the percentage, right? So you can make the you can make the denominator equal to 100. So 5 times what number is 100? Yes, they both are exactly equal, right? The correct option is equal. Can you hear me? Okay, yes, you can hear me. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Which is the correct option? 32% and 8 over 25. 32% and 8 over 25. They both are exactly equal, right? Because you convert 8 by 25 to percentage, you need to multiply 25 times 4. So 8 times 4 is 32. So they both are exactly equal. Very good. Which sign makes the statement true? 30% and 2 over 5. equal? No, 30% is less than 2 or 5. The correct option is less than. Okay, the next one is which sign makes the statement true, which is the correct option? Yes, 39% is greater than 38%. They both are already in the same form, right? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, which sign makes the statement true, which is the correct option? They both are exactly equal, right? The next one is which sign makes the statement true, 66% and 67%. So, which is the correct option? %66 is less than 67%, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is find what percent one number is of another. Okay, so let's just start with the test questions, right? You can have a look on the one that are already solved. Okay, 59% is what percent of 59, which is the correct option? You can think logically. 59 is what percent of 59, so which is the correct option? Yes, 100% right, because they both are exactly same values. So if you think logically, that means 100% it is, right? What percent of 60% is 36, right? You have to see 36 is what percent of 60. You can solve it by making a proportion. The proportion between the whole number, 60 is actually the whole number. The complete number is 60. 60 is the whole number. 36 is the part of 60. And means what part? This one you have to find. So just make a proportion that is part divided by whole, and that equals n over 100. So part you have to find, just solve it. 100 we have, no, you are given the part 36. So that would be 36 over 100. You have to multiply 100 here. You are left with n. So 100 and 100 got cancel out, n equals 32%. Right? No, 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 hold on. What I did, that is 60. Yes, that is 60%. The correct option is 60%. It is. That means 60% of 60 is 36. The correct option is 60% of 60 is 36. Okay, the next one is $7. It is what percent of $7, which is the correct option? The correct option is 100%, right? Because that's exactly the same value. So 100% it is. The correct option is 100%. Very good. Okay. Complete the following statement. What percent of 84 equals 63, right? So here again 84 is the complete number, like the whole number. 63 is the part, that is 84 part is 63. You have to find what percent it is, right? So just form a proportion that is part divided by whole number. 63 divided by 84 equals n over 100. So just cross multiply. 6300 over 84 equals n. So that is 76%. Hold on, 6300 divided by 84. The correct option is 75%, right? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 75%. 35 is what percent of 100? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 35%, right? 30 is 35% of 100. The correct option is 35%. Very good. 18 is what percent of 72? Which is the correct option? What 18 is what percent of 72? Eighteen hundred divided by 72. The correct option is 25%, right? Option number 2 is the correct option, right? 1 is what percent of 10? Which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 10%. Option number one is the correct option. What percent of 100 equals 15? Yes, that is 15% of 100 equals 15, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is find what percent one number is of another word problem. So you have to do word problems on your own, right? The next one is estimate percents of numbers. Let's just start with the lesson. So you have to estimate what is the most accurate way to estimate 52% of 13, right? So you have to estimate 52% of 13. So that is 52% of 13. So you have to estimate, right? You don't need to calculate the exact answer. So 52% is almost near to 50%, right? And 13, you can, 13, would you move 13 to a compatible number? That would be 14 because you can divide 14 by 2. So when you divide 14 by 2, that is 7. That means 52% of 13 is, the correct option is 52% of 13 is 7, right? Let's just start with the test questions. You can have a look on the one that are already solved later today, right? Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, what is the most accurate way to estimate 66 of 58%? The 66% of 58. So which is the correct option, option 1 or option 2? Basically you have to estimate, right? So 66% is, that is two-third of 57. Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is option number 1. No, the first one. Basically you have to round off both the numbers. How you round off 58 to 5? You can, sorry, estimate. You can estimate 58 Okay, hello, can you hear me? So 1/4 times 88 would be rounded off to, 25% of 86 you can write as 1/4 times 88. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 65% of 73? So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 2/3 times 72. Very good. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 33% of 32? So which is the correct option? Yes, that is the first one. Third times 33 is the correct option. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 50% of 15? Which is the correct option? Yes, that's the second one. Half time 1 by 2 times 14 is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by later today. So we are working on grade 8 math. Chapter we're working on is percents, right? And the lessons we have covered today are that is convert between percents, fractions and decimals, compare percents to fractions and decimals, then find what percent one number is of another, then Find what percent one number is of another word problems. You have to do the word problems in your own right, and then estimate products of numbers. Sorry, estimate percents of numbers, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available tonight, or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So that's all for today. If you have any questions, you can please ask. No questions? Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.